Well, this is a very strong and very accurate strategy, and I'll share you the all the ICT concepts and what is liquidity sweep strategy. Basically, how you can enter in the market, what is the stop loss and the target. So let's dig more into this strategy, and I will explain everything in very simple, and I will show the real time examples as well. So let's start. So to understand the liquidity sweep, first of all, I will show you a example how you can find and what is the liquidity sweep pattern. Okay, so let's consider this is how the market is moving and suddenly market just goes up and like that. I will just show you the example. Okay, well, you can see here this was the previous high level, and if you draw a line on that level, then you can see there is the spike in the price which is going very sharply and then suddenly come back and close here and create new low, and my market is going downwards. So basically this pattern and this area is known as the liquidity sweep, where the price suddenly goes up and instantly come back, the same candle come back or the next candle come back and close below the previous high level. So it means that it was a fake breakout, or you can also say it as liquidity sweep in simple words. All right, so we have to find this pattern in the market basically to understand this ICT concept. Alright, so what basically you have to find is you have to identify a valid single candle liquidity sweep pattern. So single pattern candle mean that if the price is moving here, the candle is moving here and suddenly just break this level and just trade here and then come back and close here. So it means if a candle create a wick here and close below the line here, so it's mean it's a liquidity sweep. Or I have more filtered the strategy, and if you want more results perfectly, then you can also find the next candle as well. For example, if a candle is closing above the red line and the next candle just come and close the below the red line, you can also consider that level as a liquidity sweep level, because the it is also the price rejection and all that stuff. So you can consider the two candles as well. But if there are one candle, then two candle is also, second candle is also above the red line, third line candle is also above the red line, and the fourth candle is coming back, I'll not consider that a strong liquidity pattern, liquidity sweep pattern. So we will just consider a single candle for a perfect result, or maximum two candles. Okay, so this is a example of buy side liquidity. Okay, I'll show you another example of sell side liquidity too. So just for example, just we need to reverse the price. In that case, this is the how the market is moving and suddenly it create are like that movement. Okay, this was the lower low of the price, and you can see a liquidity sweep happened here. So you can consider this level as a liquidity sweep, because as you know there are two rules. The first rule is if a single candle just go below and come back, the same candle come back and close above here. So it means it's is it a you have to just look, is it a wick of that candle? If that is a wick and then price is rejecting and coming above, then it is a liquidity sweep. Or the second rule is you have to find you have to consider any of these rules. If the candle close below the red line and the next candle just open and close above the red line, you can also consider that level as a liquidity sweep pattern. All right, no problem, I will share you very real time examples and live trading as well. I will show you the live trading examples too, you can understand better then. All right. Well, I have opened a Australian USD chart for a 5 minute chart. This is the 5 minute chart, and if we just look, so we found basically liquidity sweep here. So let's me okay. So this is basically the liquidity sweep pattern here. You can see this was the previous high, previous low, sorry, and this is the lowest point of that as well, and so price is just going below the previous low. So it's mean that, and price is actually basically going above again and closing above that line. So basically this is a liquidity sweep pattern here. Now we will look for a order block or fair value gap after this. Now just wait for it. And if did you get anything order block or fair value? I didn't get anything good here. So yes, yeah. So basically if I show you here, so we have a fair value gap
as you can see. So this candle high and this candle low, so basically this is the gap, so we can enter in this area. All right, so if you just after the closing of this green candle, you have to draw this level, this value gap, and you have to wait for the price to come back and touch this area. Our buy trade after or on in this area, I mostly use the high above line of that. So basically this is our stop loss. This level is around our this level is our entry level, and our target will be around 2. Okay, the risk, our risk reward ratio is 2. So if I look into this trade, you can see we have almost, yeah, so this trade is completed here, so we got the profit out of it on this level. All right, so this was a perfect trade of and the perfect example of that, but I will share more example for more understanding. So we will just look more trades if there are more. Well, I have another example here. As you can see, the price have a lower low pattern here, and price is coming closer to this level. Okay, and also created a little bit liquidity sweep, but still we have to wait for the confirmation. Okay, so price is just going down and coming back. So this is a very good example basically in the complex situation. So this was the a little bit minor liquidity sweep. So we can't consider this little bit or small liquidity sweep here. But if you see these two things, then we can consider this basically. If you see these two candles, so this is a sell candle, the very next candle is a buy candle, but it couldn't close above the white candle. But still I can consider this, because if the next candle is was also a buy candle and buy candle closed above the white line, so it's mean that price was trying to close above the line. So it's mean this is a correct liquidity sweep complex pattern actually, because the price is going down and the next price was trying to go above and very next candle closed above. In case of if the green candle was there and the next candle was red candle and next candle was buy candle, in that case you can't consider it, because then price was just consolidating here. But in this case price was closing below the white line, then the next candle was buy candle, and very next candle was also a buy candle and closed above. But in case of a green candle, red candle, and then buy candle, then we can't consider it. Okay, this is a complex pattern. You just, it's a good example. You will find many patterns like that in your daily trading. Well, now we what we have to do is we have to find liquidity. Okay, we have find a liquidity sweep here. Now we have to find a order block, or we have to find a fair value gap. Let's see. Actually, I found one fair value gap here. If you see this very carefully, so this was the high of this candle and this was the low of this candle. So basically, this is our fair value gap. Very nice fair value gap basically. So I will enter a buy trade from the middle or the above or below this level. So it's in this zone is basically a buy zone. Depend on how what is your risk and what you want actually. So I will enter a trade from this level, and my stop loss will be this level, okay, and I will enter a trade right from here. Okay, and this is my stop loss, my target will be around 2x. All right, we will set it later. For now, just wait for the price if it hit or run or our trade gets execute or not. We have to wait a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, we are still waiting for the price to come back, and our trade not yet executed. I think we have to wait a little bit more. Okay, if you see here, our price hit the entry level, so my buy trade is now executed, and now my trade is running. All right, now we have to look for the price, our target. So our target will be around 2x around here. Okay, I guess it should be something here. All right, so now let's see how it is moving. Basically this is a risk reward ratio of I can show you, this is 4. We have to select 2, which is very appropriate actually in this case. So risk reward ratio is 2, So this is our target basically. Okay, so it is a very small trade, I guess, or not. I'm not sure. It's 4.5. Okay. Anyways, so our let's see, our trade is getting okay. Is coming back in this area, and we have to wait a little bit more and see if it get hit by the target or not. Still waiting, still waiting, still waiting, still waiting. Okay. I'm not sure how it will execute, how what is the result of this trade. I'm not sure. Okay, so our target hit it by the price. So this was an other successful trade. Basically, our stop loss was very small. But if I show you one thing, so price was continuously moving. All right. So which is really good thing actually. And if you see, this was a very huge trade actually. You can see a lot of around. You can see just for a motivation, I'm showing you this. It was around 19. The risk ratio was 19.72, which was a huge trade basically. Okay, equals to 10 trades, I guess. Well, this was another example of the liquidity sweep pattern and how to enter in the trade by using the fair value gap and or order block, maybe whatever suits you, but mostly I use the fair value gap like this one after the liquidity sweep. So this is basically the ICT trading strategy. Anyhow, I can show you some more example on different chart because this is a AUD USDT chart. So I will show you some more examples on maybe on Bitcoin chart. So let's start. Draw a line and look if the liquidity sweep pattern happen here or not. Okay, so I will just look. So basically the liquidity sweep pattern never happened here. Alright. So we can't use this pattern actually. You can see the price was touching this level again and again and again, but never closed below the level. So we can't consider there is a fair value gap in this candle and price came back to fair value gap and went up. But okay, that was fine. But I can't use this example for or this trade for my setup because it sometimes it work and many time it doesn't work. So that's why we can't consider this. Okay. Well, this is BTC USDT chart, Bitcoin chart, and I will show you another example of the liquidity sweep here, and you can see how this strategy works on cryptocurrency as well. Well, we are here, and currently this is the lowest level of the chart, this one. All right, now we have to find a liquidity sweep here. You can see price simply touched here, needed to create any liquidity sweep. Okay, very next candle you can see created a big liquidity sweep here. So this is a really good example of that. And then we will look for a fair value gap here. All right. Basically, I found a fair value gap here, which is this one. Basically, this is a very nice gap, and I will draw a rectangle, which is our entry level. So this is our entry. So this is basically my entry level. All right. Okay, so I will just create a big one. Alright, so this is our gap right now, and I will just look for the price to touch this level so that we can execute our trade. Alright, so a price is just going that. Price didn't touch this level. We have to wait for that if it works or not. I will just create increase the speed. And okay, price is not touching this level. We have to okay. After a lot of time, we have seen that the price hitted our entry level a little bit. So it's mean our trade executed with the help of this red candle. So my target will be, and my what is my stop loss? Well, my stop loss is this below level of the liquidity sweep, and my target will be risk reward ratio of 2, which is around this one. As you can see, it's a 2.02, doesn't matter. Okay, so I will just check if the price touch this level or not. All right, basically our entry is a little bit above, sorry, which is this one. All right, so my target will be around here. Sorry, yeah, this is true. Okay, so now we have to wait if the price touch our level, target level or not. This is top level, this is target level, and after, okay, there was a big move. Price came back to our target and our entry level again triggered. Maybe you can execute another trade after triggering that, or maybe you can wait. And after that, simply three candle closed my trade, which was a huge buy candle, and our target hit it. Just for a motivation, I will just show you some how the market is moving after this level. You can see we got a lot of gain after this level and still going above and above. So it's mean that we gain around 7.87 or more than that, I don't know, maybe, but we will not that be greedy. We have to just wait for the 2, and 2 is enough for us to risk reward ratio. So well, this trade was an other example. You can see there was a liquidity sweep. We found a very well fair value gap. We created a pending order on that level and waited if price touched or hit it our entry level, and the price hit it there here. Our stop loss was this level. Price didn't touch our stop loss. Yes, if price came back, but our trade was still executed because it was not that close. And after few minutes or few hours, depend on your time frame, our trade completed and targeted it. I prefer 5 minute chart, 1 minute chart, or maybe 1 hour. I'm not preferring 1 hour, maybe 5 minutes, and one minute is really good for me, because if you have a small account, then it works very well, and then you will have a very small loss if your stop loss hit, because you are using very small time frames. Anyways, this was the basically the strategy I wanted to share with you. This is a ICT trading concept, and the strategy name is liquidity sweep strategy, and it really works very well basically when you are about to want to work on a lower time frame. So if you want to see more strategies like that on ICT trading or smart money especially, then you can just ping me, comment below, and let me know which strategy you want to learn. I will share you very easy concept. I will share a very simple way to trade ICT trading, smart money, or VSA, maybe the volume spread analysis, maybe whatever you want to learn. Then just comment below and I will share. Or I will just share my personal strategies as I have already shared in the previous video. You can maybe watch that video. So see you in the next video.